what are the most effective ways you think are to capture voice of customer today or evidence of customer? Everyone does, surveys, collection surveys after they buy or after they like land on the website and they fill out a form. There's NPS surveys that a lot of customer success teams do. Where should we be listening specifically, like as marketing teams? Is it sales call recordings? Is it support tickets, social media, user communities? There's all these different sources once we have picked one of those use cases. Are there like any underrated feedback channels or clever tactics that you've used to gather insights that others might be missing? I'm curious your thoughts there.
I th- a lot of times, and you have to think about who your customer is, who you're going after. Now, and I'm talking from a B2B lens, we are selling to a buying group, a buying committee, right? Everyone has different roles in that. Someone is a user, there's an influencer, there is a decision maker. It depends on what you're learning, who you are looking to learn from. I think again, if you're looking to engage with users, people who are, using your product or who should be using your product, um, them using your product. So in product analytics, I think, or product, surveys that you get while you're using a product where, you're saying, I like this, or I don't like this, or I need more information. Great avenues for us to get some insights because it's while they're using the product. I think that, and that just gives you, and there are different ways you can get feedback, right? Like heat maps and them themselves, like they're sharing feedback through a survey, or saying I like it, or whatever, or even the journey that they're taking. Communities, I think, are becoming this really upcoming, I want to say, channel where we should learn to get there and get more insights on what people are talking about, at Reddit, and all these community forums that you have. I think the other piece, which a lot of companies have started doing, and I don't know how much they do, but you have that option of recording, is sales recording. And especially it's also the MDR, ISR calls that you have, because it's again very much layered, right? It's a long selling process. It's like the first time that you're getting in touch of a customer or like a potential prospect. And so while you've been doing all this, digital marketing, which you're seeing, and you get finally a lead, or that person, when you speak with them and when you hear what their needs are, or like what they're looking to understand, it gives you insights. Phil, like just recently we got an insight which just made us change our overall approach to how we were planning to engage with these prospects, because they were like, I thought you guys are selling, this point in time solution. And but looks like that's not who you are, but that's what you've been, telling me, and I am very much intrigued by it. And and that's just, from a few recordings that we could gather, and we inferred, and then we quickly switched, our approach. And then I think the final thing which companies are doing, and maybe need to do more, is events, your third part, like events that you sponsor, your third party events, wherever it is, physical, virtual. Great way to get intel from, people who are at the event, right, as part of networking. And again, now these are for companies who invest in this type of a channel, but I know every salesperson likes to attend events. Everyone, likes to be in a certain place, and talk to people. So how we can really use all these insights that they get, they can, and then we use that from our end, I think, is another great way. In fact, we had to solve for how do we automate it, because this was just so much insights we were getting. So it was not really about, did we get any, it was, beyond, did we get any lead from an event, right? Like, are we getting the ROI? But the secondary objective of us being there was all this great information that we were getting, and companies just need to use that a lot. So I don't know if I answered your question of the few underrated channels, but I think that these are the areas where we are seeing a lot that we are benefiting from beyond the general NPS win loss analysis.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
be a lot more dynamic, more real time, where the person is in actual right, a mode without knowing that they're providing feedback,
Mm.
because then it just changes the whole game in my view.